Okay, good day everyone. Welcome back to our critical reading class. And we are almost at the end of our semester. As I have told you in our previous meeting, I'm going to talk to you about how to make a good presentation, because that's what you're going to do on your final exams, right? And I also ask you to search for journal articles, and I'm going to tell you how to do that. And also because we are also talk about types of research, and from my explanation in class, it's not really thorough. So I'm going to give you a little bit more of that. And yeah, so, okay. So how do you search journal articles? So there are several websites that you can use to do that. Google Scholar, ERIC, Elsevier, JSTOR, and etc., which is ProQuest, WorldCat, and Wiley Open Library. Now, all the three of these, I'm not going to talk about it much. I'm not going to talk about it because I try to use these search websites, and you actually need a subscription for it. You need to pay in order to be able to access and download the many journal articles or books inside of this, either by your personal subscription or from your university. And our university, unfortunately, did not have that yet. So yeah. And I'm going to tell you how to use Google Scholar first. Well, actually, I don't know whether other lecturers have give tutorials about this previously, but I'm just going to give another one. Okay, sorry about that. And Google Scholar. Okay, now this is Google Scholar, right? I also give you the website link on the PowerPoint, which I'm going to upload to the UBL apps as usual. And you can just type any keywords that you want. If you want to search for online learning, you can type online learning. Because it's critical reading, that's why I type it critical reading. And then you can also have custom range or since 2021, because you need to, how do you say it? Sort it out, right? There are a lot of things you need to sort it out. And usually it is better for you to use articles or books that are recent. It means that 10 years before 2022 right now. So from 2020 12 to 2022. Okay, sort by relevance. You can also see how many people cited this article or book, and it's actually a good indication that the article or books are relevant. That's why it's sorted by relevance, right? And then we want this one, Psychology of Creativity. You can try to search for all version. So this one is the PDF one. Okay, let's see if you will be able to download it. Yeah, you can. Wait. Sorry, this connection, my internet connection is not really that good. Interesting. Why it didn't want to? Oh my goodness. Of course I close it when it's okay. Yeah. As you can see, it's downloading. Okay. Oh wow. Probably there are so many pages for this article. I've told you previously that you need to find articles like 3 to 10 pages only because it's going to take a long time to read it. Okay, and then here is for downloading and this is for printing. I'm not going to download it. Then if you want to cite them, because in annotation, I told you to cite the articles, right? You can just click this one. Voila. You get the APA citation that you can just type or write. Okay. And that's it for Google Scholar. So now you move on to Eric. Okay. Again, I am going to type critical reading. I want a full text available on Eric. Peer-reviewed only, it means that I actually want the article to already peer-reviewed. It means it makes the article more, how do you say it, valid, you know. And see, you also have so many you can sort it out better than Google Scholar. See, the last 10 years. Reading, peer-reviewed only, full text available. Then what do you want the description about? You want it about critical reading. Okay, why it didn't want me to? Okay. That's 10 years. And there are even sources. This is the journal articles. And then the author, publication type, I wanted journal articles. It even have the educational level, see? The educational level. You want higher education, post-secondary education, secondary education, elementary education, blah, 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 blah. And audience, oh, you even have the audience. So you actually, because there is also audience in that annotation, right? You don't even have to think if you download the journal articles from here. Oh, and location too. Do you want the research from Turkey, from Iran, from Indonesia, from Malaysia, etc.? And you can just tweak it. And this is how you download the full article. You just click that and you're going to be able to download it. Let's see. Right? Yeah, same as the Google one previously. Then let's move on to the Elsevier. Okay, Now, okay, why you do not want to Okay, it's actually Science Direct. They are going to tell you about Science Direct. Okay. Okay. Floor. Okay. Social Science and Humanities. And some humanities, because they don't have education actually. Sorry. Okay, it's actually kind of confusing. So from Science Direct, let's just search Science Direct from Google. Open and access journals. It is called open access journal because you can access it without you needing to have subscription where you need to pay, or your university subscribe it to the Science Direct, so you were able to download certain publications, and you click the open access journal. Okay, why didn't want to? Okay. No, not that one. Open access. Okay. Let's see. This is amusing because I can find that before, but I cannot find it again now. Oh, okay. It's this one, right? Let's see. No. Oh, my goodness. Okay, this is so interesting that I am unable to find it again. What do I click before? Yeah. I know this one is few articles. Let's see, journals. You know, when you figured out something and then you forget it again, it just makes you very curious about it, right? Search for journals, only open access, and then relevance, not all subject areas. About arts and humanities, because there is no education. Okay, lingua, impact factor. It's sorted by relevance, right? The higher the impact factor, the better it will be. Like this one, the one that I choose, the impact factor is like 3, right? I think the highest impact factor is 5, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why I choose this one. We should just use search. Let me see. Awesome here. Oh, right. Reading, journal, only open access. Yeah, right. So you just go to the Elsevier one and then type what it is and then the keywords that you want and then the journals, subject areas. There's not going to be education in here. That's why you need to always choose the arts and humanities. And then it's just find which one and that have the highest impact factor. This one is also have a high impact factor. Yeah, this one, right? Yeah. Open a new tab. Then few articles. What? Okay. And then most downloaded or most popular. Let's see. Okay, you need to find which one that have open access because this is the one that you will be able to download. The others you need to purchase the PDF and it's going to be costly. I'm serious. See, you need to access your institution or purchase PDF for $24. Okay, and then you can also cite. Okay, export citation to text. Okay, or you can just do this. Where is it? Anytime. Okay, then cite. Finish. Okay, so now you know, right? And this one is also full text access. You can download the PDF, right? You can just find which one. Okay, and then this one is also the same. It's from JSTOR. And how do you find it? Okay, open free content on JSTOR. I'm going to give you this because it's so confusing. Okay. Yeah, and then you can just type whichever the keywords, search. And then sort by relevance, journal. You can also cite this, right? Yeah, see? The APA one, okay? And then the publication to from and to, again, 10 years. Then what subject do you want? Okay, so many education. Now we actually have education. Okay, why is it? And that's it, I guess. And you can just search. See, this one is reading. Okay, maybe from 2012 to 2022. Why? Teaching and writing discipline, student perspective of learning, values and philosophy, about musical education. Isn't this about critical reading? Okay, it's critical thinking, at least one of them. Set level social network analysis, critical literacy. Okay, and you can just download it. Accept and download. Okay, similar to the Eric one and also Google one. This one you can just also download it, right? Semantics, logarithm, stimulus, probability. Okay, this one. Oh, this one a little bit different is because they're using their own reader. And actually the best part of this one, you will be able to find similar articles with this, like in the same topic. Jadinya topiknya sama gitu, mirip-mirip. Nggak perlu nyari lagi. Because when you are trying to make a literature review later, kalau misalnya kalian itu lagi bikin literature review nantinya, you will need to find a specific topic. And then for that specific topic, you need like 5 to 10 research article in order to explain those topics. Jadi kan butuh beberapa gitu ya untuk menerangkan sebuah topik di research article kalian itu. Jadi kan kalian bisa langsung cari aja dari sini. Siapa tahu ada yang nyantol untuk kalian. And then that's it for how to search a research article. I hope it makes sense because I already talked to you about it step by step, right? From the website. And these are the links, the URL for that. I'm going to upload it later to UBL app. So, and okay. Yeah, it's because we actually talk about how to search information using .com websites, right? Previously, because some of you told me that it is confusing to try to figure out whether the .com sites are valid or not. Karena kan pada bingung ya kalau misalnya .com sites itu beneran cerita berita atau informasi yang ada di dalamnya itu benar atau enggak gitu kan. And from the news, because even a newspaper or television, they are probably going to have a different point of view right? Karena kan news artikel aja punya different point of view. Kalau misalnya newspapernya, beritanya itu tuh benar atau enggaknya, gitu kan? That's why I have told you before. This is just for example, yeah. If you are searching about lumpur lapindo, or if you are searching about new technology, for example, a new robot to be made, or new game release dates, film release dates, or whatever, you will need to search not only from one source. Jadi bukan cuma dari satu source ya. Like not from only one online newspaper, but also several others. So you will be able to know which one is correct or not. Kayak kalau misalnya kita itu lagi nungguin suatu film ya, it's my own personal opinion. So when I am trying to find out release date of a drama or a movie, some told the public that it's going to be released on March. Some will told you that it's going to be released on February, and some even haven't the exact date. But the problem is the movie company did not or haven't released the trailer yet. Jadi trailernya itu belum dikasih sebenarnya. While usually the trailer have the dates and also the year and the month the movie or the drama is going to be released, right? That probably just the month and year. Jadi kan belum pasti itu kan. Unless you are able to find out from the people from the company. Kecuali kalau udah kenalan di company-nya, or you are able to search on the company website. Siapa tahu ada, ya kan? Sebelum dihapus, biar nggak spoiler, begitu. Okay, and this also, this is another example from social media, and this makes me think on why we as educators try to teach students on how to search information like this. Kayak merepotkan gitu kan, kalau search information itu harus ke semua website atau ke beberapa website. And also not trying to just, kalau misalnya kita itu lihat suatu berita, not just say that, oh my God, it's jadi begitu ya. So that's how it is gitu. Maksudnya dari berita yang satu itu tuh ternyata berita itu benar ya, tapi sebenarnya cuma satu gitu yang dibaca. Padahal probably not, because this is what happened. See? So there was a 17-year-old boy who tried to find his biological parents from internet. And because the people from the internet, he actually found them. Yeah. He tried to ask money from the original parents because he's unemployed, and maybe his adopted parents, who have died, did not leave anything, or the adopted parents' property and wealth was taken by the family of the adopted parents, not leaving anything for him. And the biological parents, in the end, when they found out why this 17-year-old boy tried to find them, They did not want to give the money to him. And so this 17-year-old boy talked again to the people on the internet, and they judge him. The netizen judge him to just want to find his parents for the money and make him take his own life. Suicide. He's dead now. He has died now. And from what I see from reading, even from the Weibo website, it's in Mandarin, it's in Chinese. Jadi dia ini kan ada anak laki-laki umur 17 tahun. Ya udah gede sih ya. Nah, dia itu adopted parents-nya meninggal. Jadi dia mencarilah yang biological parents-nya kan, ibu ayahnya dia yang asli. Terus dia ketemulah, karena dia itu nyebarin di internet, dia kan mau ketemu gitu kan sama orang tuanya. Ketemulah jadinya terus dia itu ternyata kan mau minta uang sama orang tuanya. Nah, orang tuanya nggak ngasih. Terus yang anak 17 tahun ini ngomong lagi lah sama orang di internet ya. Terus dibully lah dia. Sampai anaknya jadi itu bunuh diri ya, meninggal anak itu. Waktu saya lihat pertama kali in the website itu, jadi mereka itu nggak tahu umur anak kecil ini berapa. Ceritanya ya. And then mereka juga pas waktu dia itu tahu kalau misalnya anak kecil ini mau minta uang sama orang tua aslinya, langsung dijudge gitu loh, kalau misalnya mereka itu anak ini cuma mau minta uangnya doang. Padahal namanya juga kehidupan ya. Dia masih anak umur 17 tahun loh. Berarti masih SMA ya. Mungkin karena dia itu memang nggak dikasih kali sama yang adopted parents, family-nya gitu kan. Rumahnya dia itu kan mungkin diambil sama adopted parent-nya. Karena coba kalau misalnya dia itu diurusin sama adopted parent family-nya, ngapain dia susah-susah nyari biological parent-nya yang dia nggak pernah ketemu gitu loh. Ya kan? Berarti kan dia itu kayak diusir aja kali dari rumahnya, udah itu nggak dikasih uang. Terus dia itu juga nggak tahu gimana caranya, dia mungkin jadi harus berhenti sekolah. Jadi susah juga mau nyari kerjanya gimana. Dia bilang sih masih nyari kerja ya, bilangnya. It says that he just want money so he can rent a room. Jadinya itu ceritanya itu dia itu cuma mau kosan doang gitu loh, minta uang sama orang tuanya yang asli. Terus nggak dikasih kan, terus dia laporan lah maksudnya ke orang-orang di internet gitu kan. Namanya bocah ya, pasti kan mau kayak kalau berita yang baik mau disebarin lah ke internet, berita yang buruk mau disebarin lah ke internet, tapi kan akhirnya dibully dia. Terus akhirnya dia jadinya meninggal gitu. Jadi maksudnya itu kayak netizen itu terlalu cepat untuk mengambil kesimpulan gitu loh. Karena dia cuma nggak memikirkan konsekuensinya itu nanti itu bagaimana. Begitu. Ini kan drastis banget kan konsekuensinya, meninggal orang. So that's why we are trying to make you think critically. Jangan, don't try to judge people from just one point of view, because this is just point of view of the parents, right? Jadinya mereka kan, ya orang netizen ini kan cuma melihat dari situasi orang tuanya. kok anak ini cuma mau uangnya doang sih gitu kan, berarti kan cuma mau mengerti dari orang tuanya aja ya kan. Kalau orang tuanya itu bakal disusahkan sama anak kecil ini yang mereka itu nggak pernah ketemu sama sekali gitu, sedangkan mereka nggak memikirkan juga anak kecil ini itu kalau dia nggak punya uang, nggak bisa makan, nggak bisa nyari kerja, mati juga. Dan bahkan ini jadi matinya lebih cepat kan, gara-gara mereka. Begitu. So that's why information is, you need to be wise in order for you to, how do you say it, memilah-milah ya informasi. Begitu. Okay, so let that grim thoughts out of the way, and we're going to, okay, so because this is about presentation, right, on how you were able to present, on how you are, I expect you to present your journal articles. I'm going to give you an example by presenting the brief introduction to types of research in 5 to 7 minutes. I'm going to use stopwatch, use timer, yeah. So hopefully it's going to be not past the 7 minutes, but we will see. But before that, I'm going to talk to you on how to sequence your presentation. Jadi, and how to prepare for your presentation. Jadi kan untuk presentasi, preparation itu, therefore ya, what is your presentation objective? Jadi kan, ya objektif dari jurnal artikel itu apa? Like this is the objective, my objective. Types of research, and I'm going to try to make it brief. Jadi kan cuma sebentar gitu ya. And then who is your audience? Your audience is you guys, my students. And if you, then your audience is going to be your like peers, right? People who are going to be future teachers or researchers, or depending on your title. For example, I remember someone told you, asked me about how to teach students using online gaming, jadinya pakai online gaming itu ya, bagaimana cara belajar menggunakan game online, and then also procrastination on students. Jadinya kayak bagaimana sih kalau misalnya untuk membuat student itu nggak procrastinating itu maksudnya kayak menunda-nunda pekerjaan begitu kira-kira. Yeah, it depends. It could be students or it could also be parents, you know. So because how parents can help students in learning at home, gitu kan? Bagaimana caranya parents itu menghandle anak mereka kalau belajar di rumah gitu. Kalau misalnya they have online learning, misalnya gitu. Then what content are you going to include? Nah, inilah yang biasanya kita pelajari kan. We usually learn about how to summarize and paraphrase things. Okay. Like main idea, points, right? Jadi kan main idea dari artikel itu apa? And then from each main idea, what are the key points? Like the details, right? The details, the important details. Okay. And then how much time do you have? Like I already gave you, right, 5 to 7 minutes. If you are less than 5 minutes, it's also okay as long as it's 4 minutes. And 7 minutes, no, 7 minutes is the maximum because there are so many of you, okay? And then the visual aids that will you use? What visual aids? In here, I'm going to use the PowerPoint, or if you actually want to use the whiteboard in order for you to make diagrams or pictures while you are explaining, that's totally fine too. Okay. So, and how are you going to write the presentation? Jadinya itu scripts versus notes. Always write notes, index card, never rely on writing out the whole presentation and simply reading it. So as I have told you before, I don't want you to read the whole presentation. Always take notes, okay? Plan out the presentation, think extra hard about engaging in introduction and memorable inclusion. So what I want you to do is introduction of yourself, okay? Introduction of yourself, and then explain what the article is about. Then move to the main point, to the body, yeah? Body of the presentation, where the main idea and details are located, okay? And then conclusion, what do you think of the article? That's it. Okay, introduction, explain what the article is about, and then explain the main ideas and details, and then conclusion, what do you think about the article? And I said that drafting is important. So if you think that it is hard for you to speak spontaneously, even when you already have notes, kalau misalnya kalian itu susah untuk speak spontaneously, even though walaupun kalian itu punya notes, then, but I don't want you to read or take your draft when you are presenting, okay? Jadi kalian itu nggak boleh baca maupun bawa draft kalian. You can actually write down everything that you are going to speak about in front for the presentation, you know. Jadi introduction, for example, you can just say, good morning everyone, my name is blah blah blah. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Today I'm going to explain to you about the journal article that I'm going to present. The title of the journal article is blah blah blah, right? Then that's it. And then the journal article, the purpose of the journal article is blah 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 blah, and then move to the main parts, right? Main idea and details. Usually the main idea and details is the one that you are going to write down on notes, right? And then just, you need to be able to like just give the theory that you're trying to explain, and then example, that's it. And then conclusion, or what do you think of the article? So the conclusion, if the author have the conclusion, or if the author did not really have like a conclusion, then you can say about what do you think. So after I read this article, I feel that critical reading is blah, 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 and I can use it to blah, 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 etc. Like that. Okay. And then these are the presentation tips, right? So let your interest and enthusiasm shines through. It means that when you are speaking, if you are interested in something, people tend to want to listen. Kalau misalnya kalian itu saat bicara itu kelihatan enthusiastic ya, dan juga sepertinya itu gimana gitu, kan orang juga pasti lebih tertarik untuk mendengar, right? And then strong introduction and conclusion. Strong introduction and conclusion, it means that just try to speak brief introduction and brief conclusion. Jadinya itu kalian tuh introduksinya itu gak perlu jangan panjang-panjang, nanti orang malah gak ingat gitu kan. Terus inti yang konklusinya juga jangan panjang-panjang, orang gak akan ingat kalau misalnya panjang, right? And if it's simple, it means that it's easier to remember. Karena kalau misalnya simple, pasti kan lebih mudah untuk diingat, ya kan? Then practice your presentation and watch your timing. Ya, caranya adalah use timer, or you can try to ask your friend. Ask your friend on practicing your presentation together, jadinya itu ganti-gantian gitu praktisnya sama teman kamu gitu kan, or your timing it by yourself using your handphone. Then use PowerPoint or other visual technological resources. Kan maksudnya itu pakai PowerPoint ataupun resource yang lain. Kalau misalnya it adds something, jadinya kadang kan kalau kita itu cuma ngomong doang itu orang susah nangkep ya. Kalau menurut kita itu pakai gambar kayak lebih nangkep orang. It's better to just use pictures. And then aim to enjoy the experience. Well, it's because you are going to keep presenting not just in your academic career while you're still in school in the university, but later when you are already at work, not just being a teacher ya. Kalau misalnya kalian itu tiba-tiba malah kerjanya di gaming company, for example, or maybe you are going to work in the newspaper, kalau misalnya kalian di tempat di kantor ataupun di tempat kayak koran begitu ya. It's going to be a lot more presentation for every meeting. So yeah. So now I'm going to give you example on how to present your presentation. Okay, I'm going to start right now. Okay, good day everyone. Thank you very much for this opportunity to present the journal article. My name is Margarita Chahya. The journal article that I want to present is titled Research Method by Carrie Williams. So the purpose of this article is to give us explanation on the 3 types of research method used in academia. As you can see on the screen, quantitative, qualitative, and mixed method. Okay, due to time constraint, I will explain the definition of each method briefly. Okay, so, quantitative is a research method that dabbles on numbers. It uses mathematical and statistical equation a lot. And you can see there are three types of it: descriptive, experimental, and causal comparative. So descriptive, it means that it's trying to describe a certain subject in a period of time. For example, here, the countries with the biggest house price increases in 2021 to 2022. Okay. And then for the experimental, it's comparing both sides of theory. For example, which one is better, offline or online learning? And then for causal comparative, it's trying to find a cause of something and compare it, like the division of labor in household with two full-time working parents. So how household labor are divided if both husband and wife are both working outside. And then for the qualitative, it's the opposite of quantitative. It uses words. It's trying to describe a phenomenon and embrace human bias in research. So in quantitative, they are mostly very objective because numbers, right? While in qualitative, you can be more subjective because you are actually involved in humans with numbers, not numbers like in qualitative. And then the examples, there are 5 types, yeah. Case studies, grounded theories, ethnography, content analysis, and phenomenological. So case studies, the example is like case studies of serial killers, like trying to find why serial killers actually, why there are many serial killers, like what is in their mind actually. And then for theory, grounded theory, try to construct theory out of research data. Why children do not like to read, like you find out why the children do not like to read and then connect it with the theory of reading. And for ethnography, it usually studies people from certain ethnic group, like how Lampungese people lives, how Bataknese people lives, the culture, their culture, okay? And then content analysis, analyzing specific content to understand something, like analysis of films or book, like how the analysis of G30 SPKI film. Kontennya itu seperti apa. And how it impacts education history in Indonesia, for example. And phenomenology, it's exploring a life experience of someone, mostly people with unfortunate experience, like if the people ever survive from fatal illness, war, abuses. And then the last one is mixed method. So it's a combination of both quantitative and qualitative method. It combines both advantages and the disadvantages of it. So it can use either 1 or 2 from there, from quantitative and qualitative method. And to conclude, reading the article, after reading it actually refreshed my memories on type of research method. And I also have a similar view with the author that research methods have their own pros and cons that need to be taken into account when choosing for research. So basically, I prefer mixed method because it is trying to balance both the objective and subjective sides of research. Okay, thank you very much for listening to my presentation until the end. Thank you. Okay, so I actually use 6 minutes and 29 seconds to present this brief introduction to type of research. And I hope you are able to understand more about the research method after my explanation. Maybe I will try to explain in Indonesian too. Jadi kalau misalnya research method itu ada 3 ya, kuantitatif, kualitatif, sama mixed method. Jadi kalau kuantitatif itu dia itu lebih ke number, jadinya lebih menuju ke angka-angka atau statistik pengguna untuk risetnya dia. Sedangkan kalau kualitatif itu lebih untuk menggunakan deskripsi dari writing kita. Begitu. And then mereka itu dibagi menjadi 3 untuk kuantitatif dan 5 untuk kualitatif. Jadi untuk kuantitatif itu ada deskriptif, eksperimental, dan causal comparative. Jadi kalau misalnya deskriptif itu, dia itu berusaha untuk menjelaskan tentang suatu hal yang terjadi mengenai suatu subjek gitu kan. Contohnya itu adalah negara-negara dengan biggest house price itu jadinya kenaikan harga rumah tertinggi ya, yang year over year, jadinya kan dari 2019 sampai 2020 begitu. Dia kan mendeskripsikan tentang seberapa banyak changes, jadinya perubahan dari kenaikan harga rumah ini begitu. Terus kalau eksperimental itu dia itu ada 2 sisi. Jadinya itu yang mana yang paling baik, misalnya itu apakah offline learning lebih baik or online learning itu lebih baik. And yang bisa kalian pikirkan, it's like trying to in one class, for example, jadinya itu dibagi jadi 2. You try to like there are 50 people, more than 50 people in your class, right? Kan ada 50 orang. Dibagi jadi 2 lah, 25 sama 25 gitu. Sorry. So 25 students learn with offline learning and 25 students learn with online learning, and then you compare yang mana gitu kan, yang benarnya, yang lebih signifikan gitu kan secara statistik or mathematicalnya, apakah offline or online. And then for causal comparative itu mencari apa sih penyebab yang terjadi dari suatu subjek itu. Jadinya di sini tentang pembagian pekerjaan rumah tangga antara suami istri. Ya, jadinya kan karena Jadinya itu kayak kan dua-duanya ini suami istri ini sama-sama kerja nih, ya kan? Terus apa yang terjadi adalah jadinya ada division of labor in household kan? Jadi kan ada pembagian pekerjaan rumah tangga jadinya. Atau jangan-jangan tidak ada pembagian pekerjaan rumah tangga. Begitu kan? Apa yang terjadi? Begitu maksudnya. Oke? Okay? And then for qualitative ini ada case study ya. Case study tentang ya, di sini serial killer. Ini ada bahkan the most notorious serial killer di dunia ini membunuh 218 orang sendirian, 218 people alone. My goodness. Jadinya kayak case study juga bisa kalau misalnya kita itu lagi we are trying to explain about something like case study of gimana ya? How do I explain it? Tentang pokoknya tuh cuma kalau misalnya itu case study-nya tentang suatu subjek gitu, itu juga bisa. Like case study of tourism in Indonesia or apa lagi ya, case study so case study usually cuma tentang suatu hal gitu, or only a specific person, only about one thing or person. And then for grounded theory itu kan maksudnya itu kayak how to construct theory out of research data. Jadi misalnya ini kan kalau misalnya children itu nggak suka reading nih, ya kan? Kalian carilah kenapa children itu nggak suka reading, terus dikaitkanlah dengan teori reading. Begitu. Jadinya itu harus memunculkan suatu teori yang dikaitkan dengan teori lain. Begitu kira-kira. And other thing kayak why, misalnya tuh kenapa banyak orang yang protes setiap kali ada perubahan policy itu di government. Why people are protesting for in every policy amendment gitu kan? Jadi kan tiap kali polisinya di amandemen, orang-orangnya pada protes gitu. Kenapa? Carilah itunya, apa namanya? Artinya, bukan. Carilah kenapanya, and then when you found it, you try to connect it with probably socioeconomic or policy or law. Jadi kan maksudnya kayak dikaitkan dengan teori politik atau sosioekonomi atau whatever else that you find gitu. And then ethnography usually from people in certain ethnic group. Jadi kan berasal dari people yang ada dari ethnic group tertentu gitu sih biasanya. Like Lampung nih, Bataknis, and then Indian, Aborigin, etc. Kira-kira begitu. And then for content analysis, ya analyzing jadinya itu. Kayak analysis a film or book or policy, bisa juga kayak analyzing tentang hak anak-anak gitu kan, or tentang analyzing about policy of health in Indonesia gitu, or analyzing social media websites begitu. Jadi kira-kira sosial medianya itu apa yang mau dianalisis, analyzing Facebook gitu, or analyzing Instagram, content analysis. Ya biasanya sih nanti itu jadinya itu kan kayak Instagram itu ada apa aja, terus juga kayak Facebook itu ada apa aja, kegunaannya, bla 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 bla. Terus juga kalau misalnya mau dikaitkan, mungkin bisa dikaitkan dengan penggunaannya, atau apakah itu bisa disalahgunakan atau whatever. And then phenomenological itu exploring life experience of someone. Jadi kayak usually people with unfortunate experience. Ini maksudnya itu adalah kalau misalnya biasanya yang namanya dijadiin riset, ya kan? Dia itu pasti kan tentang entah orang ini punya sesuatu hal yang kejadian yang luar biasa gitu kan. Misalnya orang pertama atau orang terakhir yang berhasil keluar dari Korea Utara begitu. The first person who are able to escape from North Korea gitu kan. Itu phenomenal study gitu. Or a person who lands on Mars the first time or land on Moon the first time gitu kan sesuatu hal yang tidak biasa gitu. Or the first person who found telephone, ya kan, siapa yang itu inventing telephone pertama, like phenomenon study. Or you can also put a phenomenon in science, jadinya kayak teori gravity, ya kan, the theory of gravity, terus the theory of everything yang dari itu Stephen Hawking, ya, Stephen Hawking. Ya, oke, ya, teori-teori seperti itulah, or like planet rotation gitu kan, it's a phenomenon study, or how mountain or land or earth terbentuk gitu kan, ya itulah kira-kira begitu. Well, I hope it makes sense now a little bit more. And mixed method adalah gabungan dari keduanya begitu. And you're going to talk a little bit more about it later when you have your research method. So don't worry, I'm just going to like brief you about it because I'm expecting you to know about the type of research because of the annotation, right? And then I remember that I didn't give you the annotation, yeah? Annotation. So, source, reference, or citation. Then number 2 is the, what else is there? Method, summary. Okay, let me stop here and just share to you this one. What happened? Wait. Okay, sorry. The Microsoft Word loads like very, very slow. Okay, now it's on. Share screen. And now this one. Share. Okay. So, this is how I want you to do it. I already like give these examples to you on our meeting 10 in the UBL apps. Okay, so you just download that and figure out which template that you need for your articles later. Okay, so oh no, this one I'm going to delete. Why can't I delete this? Okay. Okay, and I think that's it for our for my long lecture. Sorry about that. And thank you very much. I hope that you are actually finished watching this until the end because this is important, especially until the presentation part, because the research method is more like it's something that you will learn again later, but it is actually important for you to know too. Okay. Okay, so thank you very much for today, and I will see you on Wednesday.